Hey guys, welcome to the spinner module. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use this module effectively so that you can spin all your content to not only make it unique, but 100% readable to the human eye. We have integrated the Spin Rewriter API, which is going to take your content to the next level. Now, unlike other spun content which are unreadable, look spammy and poorly optimized, Spin Rewriter is much more effective than anything else on the market today. It's absolutely unique, perfectly readable, and thoroughly optimized to deliver the best SEO results. Now, what's awesome is that it produces quality, readable spun content that follows optimal SEO guidelines and is absolutely undetectable by search engine algorithms as duplicate, which makes this bar none the best spinner in the world that is miles ahead of its competition. Now, in order to use the spinner module, you would need the Spin Rewriter email and API key. Now, you can get this by buying Spin Rewriter. Now, I've already spoken with the owner of Spin Rewriter, and he's willing to put on a special offer for members of Seo Zen only. Now, I've managed to get us a massive 70% discount on the yearly license to use Spin Rewriter. So if you haven't already got Spin Rewriter, then you can get this by clicking on this button right here, or you can simply click on the link below this video and it will take you to the exclusive special offer page for Seo Zen members only, where you can then get Spin Rewriter for 70% off the normal price. Now, there is also a 5-day free trial you can get along with the 70% discount, so it pretty much makes this a no-brainer. Currently, the yearly license is selling for $197 to the general public, and no one else is able to get their copy for $59 except for Seo Zen members only. Now, trust me when I say this, Spin Rewriter is by far the best content spinner on the market today, who is already 20 years ahead of their competition. So anyway, once you've got Spin Rewriter, here's what you need to do next. You need to click this box right here so the module is activated. And right here you would put in the email that you used to buy Spin Rewriter. So I just put my PayPal email in right here. And for the API key, you can get your API key through the Spin Rewriter's members area. So once I log into Spin Rewriter, I then need to click on API at the top. And this will then give me my unique API key. Now, don't copy my API key as each one is always different. So what you would do is copy your API key that's displayed here, and then you would just paste it right here, and it's pretty much self-explanatory. And now that's out the way, you can start spinning your posts and pages. So it's pretty simple as to how to use these options. There is 3 options in front of you, which represents 3 different spinning techniques you can choose from to spin your content. So here's option 1, which will only spin synonyms that Spin Rewriter is confident about, and this means the content will spin in a very readable format. So here there's option 2, which will spin synonyms that Spin Rewriter believes are correct, so it's going to choose the most relevant synonyms and make the text readable. And then finally here's option 3, which will then spin all synonyms that just might be correct, so this is high risk and low readability, and that's going to make the spun article around 98% more unique than the original. However, it won't be as readable as option 1 or option 2. Now you can either select option 1, option 2 or option 3, and the way it works is that if you select the first option and then click on update, then this means the spinning technique of the first option is activated. So whenever you click on the one-click spinning button to spin your posts and pages, it will only spin synonyms that Spin Rewriter is confident about. So anyway, just for demonstration purposes, I'll keep this on option 1 and then click on update. So right here, it's now set to spin all posts and pages using the spinning technique of option 1, which is only spinning synonyms that Spin Rewriter is confident about. Now this means the content will spin in a very readable format. So now I can then head over to either the post and page section to start spinning my content. I'll just start off from the pages. Now the cool thing about Seo Zen is that you can see whether the page has been spun or not. So now all I need to do is just click the blue button right here which says spin this page, and it will then take around 10 to 15 seconds to spin the entire page. Although usually it takes a couple of seconds for me. Now sometimes it may take up to 30 seconds to spin the page depending on the length of the article and the spinning technique you've selected. Usually when it's on option 3, it will take a little longer since it's making the content more unique than the original. Now, as you can see, this has now been spun. There is now a green highlighted notice here mentioning it's already been spun, which means no further work needs to be done in terms of making it more unique. I can then do the same thing for any other pages I want to be spun. And so let's say I want to spin this page right here. All I need to do is just click this button right here, and then I would just need to wait, say 10 to 15 seconds for it to fully spin. Now, if the post has more than 500 words, it may take slightly longer to fully spin. So as you can see, it's now been spun as required. I can then choose any of the pages that I wish to spin by using the one-click spinning button. You also have the option of spinning posts too. If I click on the post section, I can then spin any of these posts if I wanted to. So I'm going to go ahead and spin this post right here. So as you can see, Spin Rewriter will then work in the background for you by spinning all the content so it's not only unique but also being readable to the human eye. The semantic spinning algorithm actually understands the meaning of text, so it always knows exactly which synonyms to use, which is what search engines like Google absolutely love. Now, I could have opened the original post and pages in a new tab and then compared it with the newly spun content. However, just to save time in this training video, I haven't done that, as I wanted to ensure you know how to use this module properly and you can get the best out of it. So anyway, you can then change spinning techniques at any time. For example, at the moment, all my posts and pages have already been set to spin based off option 1. But if I go back into the spinner and then select option 3 and then click on update, all the posts and pages are now set to spin based off option 3, which is going to make the spun content around 98% more unique than the original. So I can then head back into the pages or post section and then start spinning any particular page or post that I want. Now, one thing I forgot to mention, Spin Rewriter comes with one limitation. At the moment, you have a limit of 100 API requests per day, meaning you can only spin around 25 different posts and pages each day, as spinning one post takes around 3 to 5 API requests. However, this is actually a good thing because the maximum you would usually use it for in a day is say around 3 to 5 times a day, depending on how many posts and pages you have published. I mean, from an SEO standpoint, you shouldn't just go crazy and overboard by having 10 posts in one day being spun, because that doesn't look natural in Google's eyes, which you can get penalized for in the search engines. So it's usually best to stick with a reasonable amount of around 1 to 3 posts being made daily or weekly. So in reality, the limit of being able to use up to 100 API requests every 24 hours is actually a good thing, since you're only going to be using it for around 3 to 5 times maximum in one day when you're using the one-click spinning button. Now, another cool thing about Seo Zen is that it allows you to protect any phrase from being spun. Right here in this protected box, if you enter in your main keywords or any of the phrases, then it's not going to spin those phrases. So for example, if I just have some phrases such as, burn belly fat, and in a new line I'll enter in lose weight, and then I click on update, this now means that if any post or page has these two phrases in the content, it's not going to spin those two phrases. So for example, say I just open this page in a new tab and I then spin this page. So then once it's done spinning, I then view this newly spun page. Now if I then compare both pages side by side, as you can see the content has been completely changed, and one of the phrases that I put into the protected box was lose weight, and this didn't spin at all as required. So anyway guys, this wraps it up for this training video for the spinner module. I think I've now covered everything you need to know about this module and how you can use it effectively to pump in fresh, unique and readable content with just a few mouse clicks. Now if you've got any questions about this or need some help, then I suggest you watching this video over again so it's crystal clear on how to use this module. Or you can simply submit in a support ticket and our team will get back to you as fast as humanly possible. Alright, so this is Momia signing out, and I will see you in the next video.